100 Lessons from the book, The Rules of Love. Part 1. Rules for Finding Love. Rule 1. Be yourself. Rule 2. Get over it before you get on with it. Rule 3. You won't be happy with a partner until you can be happy on your own. Rule 4. You'll know them when you meet them. Rule 5. Choose someone who makes you laugh. Rule 6. Being less than 100% attractive is a great filter. Rule 7. Don't keep making the same mistakes. Rule 8. Certain people are off limits, you know who they are. Rule 9. You can't change people. Rule 10. Relationships aren't about sex. Rule 11. You should know someone through all the seasons before you make any major decisions. Rule 12. Don't stay with someone who doesn't care. Rule 13. If you can't trust them, you haven't got a relationship. Rule 14. Be honest while you still have the chance. Rule 15. Don't play games. Rule 16. Don't paint new partners with old brushes. Rule 17. Make sure you both have the same shared goals. Rule 18. You can't make someone love you. Rule 19. Be cruel to be kind. Part 2. Rules of Relationships. Rule 1. Be together because you want to, not because you need to. Rule 2. Allow your partner the space to be themselves. Rule 3. Look to your own faults. Rule 4. Be honorable. Rule 5. Put each other first. Rule 6. Recognize the signs. Rule 7. Be a hero or a heroine. Rule 8. Accept the differences. Embrace what you have in common. Rule 9. Houston, we have a problem. Rule 10. You want to do what? Rule 11. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath. Rule 12. Be the first to say sorry. Rule 13. Don't belittle your partner. Rule 14. Don't put them on a pedestal and expect them to stay there. Rule 15. Don't dump responsibility on your partner. Rule 16. Never stop trying to be attractive. Rule 17. If you can say anything nice, do. Rule 18. Don't try to be their parent. Rule 19. Don't be a nag. Rule 20. If little things annoy you, say so, with humor. Rule 21. Go that extra step in trying to please them. Rule 22. Make sure your partner is always pleased to see you. Rule 23. Know when to listen and when to act. Rule 24. Let them know if you don't like their friends. Rule 25. Jealousy is your stuff, not theirs. Rule 26. Your partner is more important than your kids. Rule 27. Make time for romance. Rule 28. Have a passion for your life together. Rule 29. Share the workload. Rule 30. Trust the other one to do the job. Rule 31. Be part of their life. Rule 32. Make sure your lovemaking is making love. Rule 33. Don't control them. Rule 34. Listen to what they're not saying. Rule 35. Most everyday arguments are about something else. Rule 36. Respect privacy. Rule 37. Treat your partner better than your best friend. Rule 38. Don't be offended if they want some space. Rule 39. Men like flowers too. Rule 40. Keep your finances separate. Rule 41. Contentment is a high aim. Rule 42. Be generous to each other financially. Rule 43. You make a choice every day. Rule 44. Don't be a martyr. Rule 45. You don't both have to have the same rules. Rule 46. Put yourself in their shoes. Rule 47. In-laws are part of the package. Rule 48. Keep talking. Rule 49. Be nice. Part 3. Rules of Parting. Rule 1. Listen to your own internal voice. Rule 2. Recognize that it takes two. Rule 3. Keep the moral high ground. Rule 4. Don't keep reliving it over and over. Rule 5. Leave the kids out of it. Part 4. Rules for Family. Rule 1. Don't blame your parents. Rule 2. Don't let your parents control your feelings. Rule 3. Your children come before you. Rule 4. Nothing is worth falling out over. Rule 5. Treat them the way you believe is right, no matter how they treat you. Rule 6. Don't pressure your family just because you can. Rule 7. Never be too busy for loved ones. Rule 8. Your children need to fall out with you to leave home. Rule 9. They don't have to be the same as you. Rule 10, there's always stuff with siblings. Rule 11, let go of your role. Part 5, rules of friendship. Rule 1, there are no rules. Rule 2, your best friend was once a stranger. Rule 3, only have people in your life who make it better, not worse. Rule 4, if you're going to be a friend, be a good friend. Rule 5, never give advice. Rule 6, find friends who love the truth. Rule 7, never lend money unless you're prepared to write it off. Rule 8, if you don't like their partner, tough. Rule 9, when one finger points forward, 3 point back. Rule 10, friendships change. Rule 11, know when to let go. Rule 12, bitterness helps no one. Part 6, rules for everyone. Rule 1, guilt is a selfish emotion. Rule 2, love equals time. Rule 3, the more you give, the more you get back. Rule 4, other people are where it's at.